Are you swiping through dating apps like it's your second job, only to end up more alone than ever? You're definitely not alone. And guess what? There's a new study spilling the tea on why dating apps might actually be sabotaging your chances of finding real love. We've all been there, downloading app after app, swipe after swipe, with the hope that this time you'll find someone amazing. But fast forward a couple of weeks and you're back to square one. Ghosted, frustrated, and feeling like these apps are a big spiral of disappointment. Am I right? So, what's going on here? Are we just totally bad at this, or is there something else going on? Spoiler alert, it's not you, it's the apps. Let's break this down. When you sign up for a dating app, what's the first thing you do? You create a profile, slap on a few good pictures, add a snappy bio, and boom, you're ready to start swiping. But here's the catch. How is a couple of photos and a 150 character bio supposed to sum up who you really are? Like, who's even getting to know the real you? Exactly no one. But wait, it gets worse. We're out there trying to fit a complex, multi-dimensional life into a tiny box and then expecting to find real deep connections. And don't even get me started on the fact that now we're judging other people on that same little box. It's no wonder that half the time you're swiping, you're like, next, next. It's not even about giving people a fair shot anymore. It's about finding that instant spark or that perfect profile that ticks all your boxes. But newsflash, most people are way more than their perfect pictures and witty taglines. Do you know that if I had seen my husband on a dating app, I would probably not have swiped? But I'm so glad I didn't, because I would have missed out on the chance to find the right person for me. Because what a dating app shows is not really who the person really is. And it's very difficult to really understand a person by just a few lines and some pictures. Sometimes the people we might not swipe on might be the right people for us, but we would never know because these apps have become like a shopping website rather than an opportunity to find something real. And then there's ghosting, the dating epidemic. You're having what seems like a decent conversation, things are flowing, and then poof, they vanish. No explanation, no closure, just nothing. And what's worse, it happens so often that we almost expect it. Like, oh, guess I'm getting ghosted again. If you're interested, I have done a video to help you figure out if someone is ghosting you or if they're genuinely busy. You can check that video out too. So, why is it such a thing? Is it just that people are flaky nowadays? Maybe, but there's more to it. Dating apps create a culture of disposability. We're so used to having a million options right at our fingertips that people become, well, disposable. It's like, why bother investing in someone when there's always another match waiting in our inbox? We are not giving the chance for connections to deepen. We're just hopping from one chat to the next without ever looking back. But here's the juicy part. A recent study revealed that dating apps aren't just flawed, they are designed to keep us single. I know, it seems crazy, right? Turns out the more we use these apps, the less likely we are to find real connections. The algorithms are set up for us to keep swiping, matching, and chatting endlessly. Think about it. If you actually found love, you would stop using the apps. And that's not good for their business model. Let's talk about these algorithms for a second. The study found that dating apps rely on surface level metrics like age, location, and basic interests to match you with someone. But what about the real stuff? Emotional compatibility, shared values, and long term goals. Yeah, that's not part of the algorithm. This creates a huge problem. We're getting matched with people based on what the algorithm thinks is important, but it's completely missing the deeper stuff. It's like trying to bake a cake but only using frosting. It might look pretty, but where's the substance? And then we wonder why we go on dates with people who look perfect on paper, but in real life, meh. The connection just isn't there. And it's not your fault. It's the algorithm setting you up for failure. But let's get real for a minute. Even if we do match with someone we vibe with, these apps are setting us up for psychological roller coasters. Think about it, the constant swiping, matching, chatting, ghosting, and rejection. It's a hotbed for anxiety, insecurity, and frustration. You might start questioning your worth or comparing yourself to every other profile out there. Why does it feel like other people are getting more matches or better dates? It's not healthy, and we're all feeling it. This isn't just a dating problem. We are outsourcing our confidence to an app that's designed to make us doubt ourselves. No wonder dating today feels like a full time job where the paycheck is rejection. And then there's a never ending game of validation. We crave the like, the match, or anything that gives us that little dopamine boost. It's like we're addicted to the high of being chosen. But it's all temporary because once the buzz wears off, we're back to square one, swiping again and hoping for more validation. It's a vicious cycle and it's not doing us any favors in the long run. So, what can we do about it? Do we just delete all the apps and go live in a cabin in the woods? Sounds tempting, doesn't it? But in reality, it's about shifting how we use these platforms. It's about not letting the algorithm, the swipes, or the ghosting define our worth. Let's bring back some real connection into dating. Instead of treating profiles like a shopping list, let's treat them as people with real lives, feelings, and quirks. It's about going beyond the small talk, beyond the profile pictures, and really investing in conversations that matter. If a match doesn't give you a spark right away, give it a second. People are so much more than their first impression. Here's a thought: why not take breaks from the app altogether? Try meeting people in real life where the stakes are lower and there's no pressure of being the perfect profile. Whether it's through mutual friends, hobbies, or even just striking up a conversation at your favorite coffee shop. These real life interactions often lead to much deeper connections than any swipe can offer. And finally, let's talk self love. Before you dive into the dating pool, make sure you've got your own self worth locked down. You're more than a profile, more than a match, and definitely more than any rejection you have ever faced. When you truly know your worth, you won't let a dating app or anyone else define it. So, what's your experience been like with dating apps? Have they helped you find love? Or have they left you feeling like you're stuck in the swipe zone? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. And if you're ready to dive deeper into the world of dating and relationships, do subscribe and check out my other videos for more tips and real talk. Let's build a community where real connections matter. If you have any questions or topic suggestions, do write down in the comments below and I'll check it out. Thank you and see you in my next video.